So you're discussing a different way to input the 9 judges' scores.
Sure.
Did you use a loop?
Yes.
Okay.
He used a loop.
Did you use an array?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
So you use simplified,
Instead of just, instead of just
That's
asking
short.
every single time, yeah.
Very true.
yeah, that's cool. As long as you're working with professional entry people, they know what to do.
Which I am. Of course.
Okay. So that's done. So somebody else want to say where they're at? Jordan, Jean, where you at?
In room 205.
Avoiding question, evasive.
I'm trying to figure out how to isolate the minimum and the maximum.
Okay, you wanna start?
No,
Wanna
no,
go
let's
there?
get everybody. Kazuza, where you at?
I'm having trouble finding minimum and maximum.
Okay.
that's cool.
And Mike, what's your status?
I got half.
You got the minimum?
Half of
I
3
got the
parts.
top half.
You got what we got on the board. You're top half man.
Yep, I got half.
Okay, Shoko, where are you at, please?
That's not
How
good.
far along are you?
That's not a good sign at all.
As I mentioned about on the Saturday.
Yes. So are you able to input the 9 judges' scores?
And the contestants.
No, not yet. Jordan, are you about there, same place? Okay, good. So now everybody knows where everybody else is. So what we want to do is everybody learn how to do min and max.
You wanna go first, or do you? Did you use the same thing we talked about last class, or did you change it? Because I totally changed it.
I think of like the based on that, but it's slightly like shorter than that.
Oh, mine's the other way. Mine didn't work, and I had to go longer.
Oh, okay. Because like last time I did the max and minimum stuff, it's like completely separate from that for loop
Right.
and the LA stuff. But today I like combined together, and then actually I could put the max and minimum stuff in the loop. So you don't have to repeat that like a full instruction on that page. So I could much shorten that instruction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's good. You say you did it in some number of instructions?
Me or her?
Jeff?
Me, I did. Yeah, mine is at least a page of instructions. Mine is that long.
Well,
This long.
maybe you could describe,
But yeah, I can do it without giving away the code.
well, yeah, we're not giving away the code, but yeah, you can put an example on the board of,
Okay.
okay, of how you're doing it.
Is it that thing? So, can I erase this? Good.
Yes. Thanks for checking.
let's see.
So, I did this. You have the array of scores, which includes all of the 9. I did 0. I don't know. I did 0 through 8, so you're gonna have to deal with that.
That's not a problem. I'll explain it if it is. Try this marker. It might
okay,
photograph
thanks.
better.
So the first thing I did was, all right, so I have to add all the scores, or no, I have to find the highest score, right? So the first thing I did was I took scores 1, and I did, basically, is it greater than or equal to, nope, sorry, I'm messing up my notes. 1 through 8.
So
now-
you compared it to each of the others.
Correct.
So basically it'll be like a yes or no, true or false kind of thing?
Correct. So at the end, it's this printer one. So then it would be then 0 equals next. That's right. Actually, it's the other way around. It has to be the other way around. Next. And be careful what word you use here, because I think min and max is a program code, so you have to use something Just use best, it worked. So, continue this all the way around. Then you do 1, same thing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. However, you have to make sure, so for example, I'll only do the second one. Instead of doing, hold on. Because I already did is 1 greater than, or 0 greater than 1, I have to flip it on the second one and ask if 1 is greater than 0. And then the next one is 2 greater than 0. But you have to leave out the 0, like don't replicate.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, don't ask one value if it's equal to itself.
Right, like you already asked if 0 is greater than 1.
Right.
You're going to ask it again in the opposite here,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just skip it, but you have to add this 1 greater than 0.
Very excellent, very well thought out.
Okay?
Hmm.
And then, I don't know how to do this. I know you could do it in a smaller version, but I added scores 0, scores 1, scores 2, scores etc., and got basically total. And then that would be of all scores. That's right, yep. Once I got total of all scores, I did total. Hold on, let's see how I did this. I'm way down here. Oh no, I did this all the way around. Total scores minus best
Mm-hmm.
minus worst. Oh yeah, FYI, do this exact same thing, flip these to less than or equal to, and then you get the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So when you replace the word best with worse.
Yeah, then switch this to worst. Okay, so now that string gives you all of these codes, all these numbers, minus the best, minus the worst, and then you just divide it all by 7. That's it.
A very, very thorough and
Long way to do it.
laboriously thought out process. It's the way everyone does it the first way. It's the way I did it the first way myself, the first time I did it. And then I, just like Jeff, I said that there's got to be a faster way. But it doesn't matter. The first time you do it, the goal is to get it working. And congratulations, you did. And your program's loaded,
Loaded,
so
right?
you can come up and show us the working of it, right?
Yeah, the only thing I didn't know, I'm just, like I said, how to do it all in a shorter.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah,
But
prettier.
this is real life. This is the way the process starts. You get it done somehow, no matter what, and then you make it pretty. So let's just run the program.
Do you want me to save this?
Save that?
Yeah.
Yes. Save it as Tom or something. Yeah. That's pretty basic, dude. Okay, so now you got your code up there, right? And we can look at all 9 pages. Now it's on the screen. You're going to have to copy paste.
All right.
Ooh.
So.
You can close the smartboard if you want,
Alright. Let's do a little.
and you make this.
So, like the paper said, here's the welcome to the figure skating thing. You put in a name. We'll do Tom again. See how well he does. Enter scores. Do you want? We'll do the math. Do you want to check the math and do easy numbers?
Yeah, somebody write the math down. We got to check this out. That's what it's all about.
And
I think this is a loaded test.
so, I guess
That's the answer.
that's easy. Okay. So yeah, one was one. So let's do a different number. Now down at the bottom, ask yes or no. Yes.
So he's got it in a loop.
We'll do
Ted.
Ted.
Yeah.
See how well he plays.
Okay, now do the numbers 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Something like that.
5-0.
And it checks out.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to do the numbers, to run it again. And now I want to do let's see, 4 eights,
Huh?
4 eights, run it again, and for the scores, 4, 8, 8, 8, 8, 4 eights,
Oh.
and a 5,
Something messed up.
Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, so, I made a lockout, has to be between 0 and 10, so, let's start at 8.
now a 5.
What is going on here?
Well,
What
some,
happens if you
Oh, it
type,
started, okay, it's halfway, so let's try it. Sorry, I didn't get that far.
what
So,
happens if you type in a number that's not 10? In
it
your,
does what it just did.
oh, okay, just start over.
that's edit checking, that's in round 3.
Yeah,
After you get the thing working and you get it pretty, then you put in edit controls.
so, 4 eights.
4 eights, a 5, and I want to have 4 fours. Okay, the answer is?
5.2,
Well done.
I guess.
So congratulations, pat on the back, he's got the thing done, right?
Yep.
All 8 pages of it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Okay, Ayano, you're gonna show us a slightly shorter version?
Yeah, so.
You wanna come
from
up
the
here?
whiteboard?
And,
Okay.
yeah. Nice work, guy.
Yeah, thanks.
Not easy, as
No.
7 people in here will testify. Many hours.
Yeah.
So Ariano did the same thing, only she had fewer lines of code.
Yes, because the first time I had the same problem, like how can I combine the maximum, minimum stuff and the looping stuff. But after the LA, I set up the LA and for loop, I figured out
After Ali?
All right.
LA.
Array.
Array, yes, got it. Yeah.
So
Ours are hard.
Why don't you erase the whole board and use the whole board
okay,
so it's clear?
yes. So to combine the of the stuff, first I wanted to make sure what's the maximum and then minimum. So before the whole like a greater than equal and stuff, like before that I put the like 2 of the score first. So that's why like first identify what the max and the minimum stand
Mhm.
for. So mine is, so it's like out of the loop, I just put the usual stuff.
Can you use the black pen, please?
It is black one.
Or the dark pen, the one that, is that the same one?
Yeah.
Does anyone have a good marker?
It worked better,
No,
I think.
it doesn't photograph. I can't read it. So let's see what I've got to help you with. Hey, try this one.
There are another one.
Try this one.
Thank you. Yes.
See if it's useful.
Is those in the box? The ones in the box are dead, sorry. I didn't have
There's no
that.
hope.
Yeah, that's dead too.
Maybe not.
You wanna do it?
Okay.
Okay.
I know what I have to do. I have to go to my private stash. This one says permanent, but it's okay because it's dark. Okay, my private stash.
Permanent.
So, first one is just like regular input. Ooh, cool. Input, like, and yeah, enter like score. And then I call it judge 1. And then so as same does judge 2. So we have 2 things here. So from now, like, I will just like identify what's the max. Suppose maximum equal judge 1. Suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, if judge 1 greater
There.
than
Judge 2.
equal.
Oh, greater than or equal.
Equal, okay. Just 2. Yes, it's max is judge 1. I just erased that.
Mm-hmm.
I used the judge 1, but it's too much, so I just do 1
Mm-hmm.
instead of the judge 1. Okay, and then, but if it's like an opposite, then max should be judge 2, right?
Okay, yeah, fine.
And then it's like kind of same. Like suppose minimum equal judge 1, then it's the same stuff. And then what is the if judge 1 greater than equal judge 2, then minimum equal judge 1, right? And then
Right.
like the opposite
Let
way.
me say the same thing. In other words, a very good approach.
Yeah.
First,
but-
she feeds in the first 2 scores, and she designates one of them as her temporary maximum,
Yeah.
and the other one as her temporary minimum, starting points.
And
One
then-
will be greater. Good.
Yes.
And then you,
And then also, it might be happened, like, what was that? Ah, okay, nothing. And then here, we have only 2 scores yet. So now we know what the maximum should be and minimum should be. So from here, I gonna use the LA and the whole group stuff. So still we have, I use judge instead of score, by the way. So we still have up to 9 judges we have. But for index, we already have 2
mm-hmm.
up here. So instead of 1 to 9 for index, I use 3 to 9.
Mm.
So it's still until 9, but we have here only like a 9
Starting at.
group. Yes, 9
Nine left.
groups.
Right.
Yes. So, and then here is like I'm not gonna write it, but I just do the same stuff with here. But I change instead of the judge 1, I pretend using the judge index.
Better write that, because
So
that's
why I can shorten the process.
right.
Before this, I used the judge 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, right, until 9. So very long program, but now it's like a shorten, really only one function here, then it's just repeat. And then after that, it's just do the regular stuff. It's like,
Could you write in a few of those instructions in there in the for loop? Because I think
okay.
people need to see it.
Yes. So
Input.
So inside the for loop, here is like an input, same as here, enter the score. So for the user, it's just showing from the first enter score. But in the program, from here, using in the root. So, and then enter score, and then say here, judge index.
That's the crucial instruction. That's going to load it.
Yes. And then after that, use just if statement around here. It's just like here, same here. And then, where was that? Oh, and then last one, I put here, if, it was kind of like a key point of my program, because if the, this section saying only like a greater or like a maximum or minimum, there are no middle. So I figured out, oh, I need to mention about the middle too. If the judge index inside of the minimum and max,
All right.
in that case, no change for the judge index. So just put the judge index equal up. If then yes, thank you. Then judge index equal judge index. So I won't miss these things happen. And then after that, I just put the like a sum equal sum plus judge index, and like it's just the same as the routine stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then after all of them, I just put the calculation, like sum minus maximum and minimum, minus maximum minus minimum, then divided by 7.
Excellent.
Yes.
And you tested it and it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now while she's loading it onto this computer and we can look at it, what I want everyone to do is to now work on your program till 6 o'clock with these clues and leads right now to make your program work. And Jeff and Ayano have volunteered to float around
Oh, I thought it was break for us, but
and speak to your
Oh, it's not.
How long
and speak to your concerns.
This page.
Computer.
Yes.
Okay, now you can work as groups. You can work as groups on this. We've reached that stage. You can work with other people. Or you can work alone if you're the Lone Ranger. It's up to you. And you want to load your code and then we'll play your game.
Should I keep this? Or-
No, that one we can take another look at. He's going to give me a hard copy, so I'm okay.